Is the long-awaited nuclear renaissance finally on the horizon? Picture this: world leaders jetting in for high-stakes investment summits, where promises of billions in infrastructure deals are thrown around like confetti. But let's cut through the hype. Some of these commitments are just educated guesses. Others are so vague they read like a fantasy novel. And a few are buried in spreadsheets with numbers so precise they make your eyes glaze over. Yes, there are real pledges out there, like the recent UK-US nuclear partnership. But skepticism is still your best travel companion. But here's where it gets controversial. This week's landmark agreement between UK and US firms to build new nuclear plants might actually be a game changer. Why? Because it targets one of the biggest roadblocks in nuclear energy, the glacial pace of project approvals. Under the deal, the UK and US will recognize each other's safety and regulatory frameworks, slashing licensing timelines from 3 to 4 years down to just 2. That's not just a tweak, it's a seismic shift for an industry used to waiting decades to flip switches. And this is the part most people miss. Centrica, a UK energy giant with a stake in Sizewell C, has teamed up with US-based X-Energy to build up to 12 Advanced Modular Reactors, AMRs, in Hartlepool. These reactors, each packing 80 megawatts, are smaller than the 470-megawatt Small Modular Reactors, SMRs, ordered by Rolls-Royce. The goal? Operational by the mid-2030s, a speed rarely seen in nuclear circles. Even more intriguing, the UK is now eyeing micro-reactors to power the London Gateway port on the Thames. But here's the catch. Nobody's actually built an SMR yet. All those factory-line production promises, still unproven, even as Rolls-Royce confidently marches forward. Let's talk numbers. Sizewell C, a carbon copy of Hinkley Point C, is already priced at £38 billion. Worse, large businesses will start paying for it before it's even built, adding over £200,000 annually to their energy bills. Meanwhile, France and Finland are building similar reactors for half the cost, and South Korea's doing it for a sixth of what the UK is spending. Could the UK learn a thing or two from its neighbors? The government's nuclear task force has a laundry list of cost-cutting ideas, from modernizing outdated regulations to ditching bureaucratic red tape. But will they actually do it? Or will community protests and endless debates over where to build these plants derail the whole thing? The stakes are clear. A low-carbon grid can't rely on wind, solar, and batteries alone. Not when renewable costs are climbing and gas-fired power remains a climate nightmare. Nuclear is the only always-on option left. But here's the elephant in the room. Can the UK afford it? The answer might define whether 2025 becomes a turning point or just another chapter in nuclear's long, bumpy ride. What do you think? Is this the dawn of a new nuclear era? Or are we just painting a rosy picture over a money pit? Drop your thoughts below. We'd love to hear your take.